For those of you who are wondering where those extra Sundays of ours have gone, they're at Patreon. If you subscribe to QF on Patreon in the link given in the description to the Black Kluge level or higher, you're going to get access to not only the Sunday episodes that are missing from our regular free Sunday lineup, but you'll also get 4 extra episodes per month on Patreon that are unavailable anywhere else. We are covering today, guys, the 29th of March, and this is how it's going to work. The 29th we're covering. The 30th we've already done because that's the day Machine Gun Kelly came in, and that's a separate show because, you know, interviews seem to be this is self-contained nightmares. And then the April 4th is the following day. So we're going to try to get through this one and get into the 4th as well. A lot of clips, but we'll see how far we can get. In the meantime, I have not noticed any blinds that we're supposed to go into just yet. Have you?
No, I'm pretty much caught up except for today and maybe yesterday's. And I didn't see much that was worth mentioning. There's a whole bunch going on with Alec Baldwin and Hilaria doing their, baby walks, strolling around New York City. And then they have this barn, this creepy old barn in Vermont that he does Instagram from. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to leave that to you and Sam, all, talking about those two. She is just a hot, crazy mess. And he's going downhill fast too. I mean, he looks older every time I see him.
Well, stress ages. I mean, look at every president whatever, even if it's just one term, look at them before they started and look at them after they finished their tenure. And yes, obviously they're 4 years older, but no one ages faster than, high stress positions. And in his case, still waiting on, just think about that. You can't get work because people think you're a murderer, which, you're not a murderer. Even if it's accidental or involuntary manslaughter, your name is mud. I mean, it just happens in the business, and you're thinking, how am I going to fucking afford all this shit when I can't get a job?
And from what I've read, that the case is closing in on him quickly. I think in the next month or two, we're going to be having depositions and is it trials coming up soon about what happened? I'm not sure, but I know that things are looking worse and worse for him based on just little clips of things I see here and there. So that is, his Mother's Day Instagram was so inappropriate in a very subtle way. Mm-hmm. He left a child motherless, after what happened on the set of Rust, and had the nerve to broadcast thanking all the women for in his life, all the mothers, including his own and, family members, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And just no self-awareness that he left a child motherless, but went on to brag about all the moms that he knows. And I really think that if I'm his PR person, I'm going to tell him to shut up, just go silent. Don't be in or on social media, and have some just like ability,
common sense, dignity,
to realize that people aren't seeing you well. Maybe he's that cloaked, kind of like Wiggy is, where they aren't exposed to the bad reviews and comments that people leave about them. So he might not have any idea if he's not exposed to what the public really thinks of him and his wife. And if you're not on Reddit, you have no clue, because they just are every day with, something about whatever she's posting or he's posting. And I feel for those kids that they're having. It's 7 kids once she pops out this, or whoever pops out, or whoever pops for her.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just feel bad for them. The one broke his arm, and that's kind of sketchy to me, but I guess if you're in a playground, things happen. As long as they're not all breaking arms, that's something. But Alec even said in his Mother's Day Instagram that he wished sometimes he could ship his kids off to boarding school. Your kids are all under like the age of 10.
Yeah.
and you're ready to ship them off. So just
Yeah.
that said a lot right there, even though he was joking.
Well,
But
it's
he's what, 63?
here's the thing, and I one of my, I think my oldest cousin actually, she's the, we have 21 first cousins in the family, and she's the oldest. And her parents got divorced when she was, I don't know, maybe teens, like late teens or something. And last time I went to see her in Greece, I said, do you keep in touch with your dad, blah, blah, blah. And she said, you know, like, I'm meaning like recently, have you seen him, kind of thing. And she goes, you know, last time I saw dad, he begrudgingly hugged me, and he said, out of the blue, with no provocation, you remind me of your mother, in a shitty way. And then she went to see her mother, of course, and she said the exact opposite. You remind me of your father.
Oh, slam.
And I said, well, fuck both of them. You know, like, honestly, it's like, it's your fault that they married an idiot, you know, and
Right.
yeah. So
Well,
she didn't take it. She didn't take it on herself to be taken out on her kids. But what he is probably thinking is, these fucking kids, whether hers or surrogate kids, you know, it doesn't matter. They remind him, every one of them is like, look what I fucking did. I married this fraud. And then I didn't. Yeah, what can I do? Like, I can't be. What's that? Was it? Who's the one that dropped both of her kids in the lake?
Susan Smith.
Susan Smith. Yeah, like he. I wouldn't say him to be the same way, but some days I'm sure he thinks, I wish I could go back in time and just not be married again.
Well, that's probably why he misses all the work he used to get, because that was his escape from family.
Totally.
Now he's shackled with this fake woman who is marching him around the streets of New York. She's posting constantly, the family, the kids, and it's just, it wears on me. And I don't even look at all of it. I can't imagine living with somebody like that and trying to keep up with 7 or 6 kids, one on the way. And then, you know, poor Ireland, right? That's his.
Yeah.
That, you know, she's a grown woman, but still, she's got to be washing her hands of all this right now.
Oh, yeah.
I feel for her. But again, these people put themselves out there as influencers and any kind of celebrity that they might have. So that's the nature of the business. That's what we talk about all the time, is people in this business are going to face all kinds of hassles, and they're basically owned by others and they are contracted into doing these things. You know, like all the people that have to go on Sirius and talk to Wiggy are contractually maligned to do that, because it's part of what they agree to do for press, for promoting any of their stuff. Yeah. And they don't want to be there, but they put on a happy face and get through it however they have to. So,
right.
That's life. But
well, I mean, in any event, where like it's not something, even if he gets found not guilty of involuntary manslaughter in the actual, if there is a criminal trial, the civil trial will cost him way more money than he can afford to lose, and he's going to be working that'll kill him as well. Just the stress alone, and then having to double up on work, and then also settle for amounts of money for work, whoever's going to hire him, that are way less than he's used to getting, and going like, Jesus, fuck, I have to do like 4 gigs to get the same thing I've got for 1 gig now.
Right. Please, you know. He's going to be like Nicolas Cage 2.0.
Oh yeah.
You know, wife after wife or kid after kid, whatever it is that you're working to support and stay not even relevant, but just keep yourself afloat, or else you're going to have to start selling your Hamptons place, your Manhattan place, now your Vermont place. And it's, you know, how many years does he have left of all hard living he's done?
Yeah.
Drugs and drinking. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fascinating case to me, and the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing is just equally fascinating to me, and we'll be covering that. Sam and I did cut 1 episode already of the Baldwin thing, and we'll be doing another one probably in a week or so, and it just continues to to astound me when you go through all the footage. And we just you almost have there's such a wealth of material out there. You're like, we need about 20 people to cover just a fraction of it. You know.
Right. We spend a lot of our time with Wiggy or Sloucho Marks, which is
yes, our latest
his new name.
And I'm going to credit that one. It's Bruce Tomaszowski. He's the one that came up with it in the live chats, and you're fully credited for that, brother. And
Bruce, we speak your name, Bruce.
Yeah,
thank you.
It's perfect.